welcome back to another session of Explorers of the Unknown. Last we left off, you guys have just managed to clear out the entire underground Second Empire base from any Divide forces. Fortunately, you managed to meet a friend along the way in the form of a Divide heavy infantryman. As you battled the forces within the area, you have found what appears to be some form of artificial intelligence similar to that of Crystal living within the base. You now have been tasked with the quest of reconnecting the power to the base and re-establishing connection with her so she may help you all stabilize the situation further. And with that, we'll carry on where we left off, where you all just managed to kill the last Divide soldier last week. All right. You guys stand amongst the corpses of the fallen soldiers, and the base is still going to explode if you don't do something. And our resident artificer just went AFK. Oh, he's back. Good. So, what do you all wish to do?
First, stop the place from exploding. How do we, does Frisk know what to do?
Well, Frisk wanted to see if he can able to, well, he saw the lines and think that maybe here there's some way sort of redirecting parts of from here based on the lines that has been shown up there in the ceiling.
Right.
So,
I don't understand anything that you just said, but let me know if I can help.
okay, so first thing foremost, what the hell is this? Okay,
Directly in front of you,
hmm
you see what appears to be a central control panel. And these two things, well, they're obviously the same things you saw above. They're the what's it called? The power generators.
half of them has been destroyed. How about this?
Ah, yeah, that thing. You have no idea what that is. It looks even more advanced than the technology around you. You also see like a smidge of blood on it.
I look at our new friend. Sorry, I didn't get your name, and it would be much easier for me to call you out if I do.
He gives you sorry, I forgot. My name is Marcus Groder, and he gives you a slight bow.
Marcus. Okay, Marcus. Marcus what?
Groder.
Marcus. Gorder?
Yes.
Okay. Right, did this come with you and your party?
No, that was part of the nomads. It was strange. It was like 3 monster people, and there was a human leading them around.
3 monster people. And you mentioned there's one left.
Yes, we kept the human alive for interrogation.
Where is he?
Unfortunately, they left with the first wave.
Oh god. Right, let's leave that alone for the moment. And just, we have to deal with this place not exploding.
Oh, I should mention that thing is actually quite small. It is like slightly bigger than a wristband, or slightly bigger than a smartwatch.
I'm not gonna, just FYI, let's not touch it yet, considering we don't know what it does.
Oh, wait, I forgot. 2 people here have night vision. Okay, for the people that have night vision, you see that this thing, let me blurb it out a bit bigger. That's too big. There we go. This, rotated square in the center of it is actually glowing for the people who have night vision.
Okay.
But Udira, you don't see this thing glowing. It's still like the normal muted blue color. Let me just shrink this back down.
Right, let's not touch anything that we don't have to at the moment, and deal with this place exploding.
So that's like as a size of like normal humanoid wristband, not like no.
So it's a smartwatch.
It's not a smartwatch. I'm just saying it looks like a smartwatch.
Yeah, so it looks effectively like a smartwatch.
Okay, so
Yeah.
since not Frizz, uh don't uh don't know what that device is, might as well go to the console, quote unquote console, display screen to see what's going on and if she's able to reroute anything. But
Okay,
first,
so
information screen.
all right, so information screen, you see there is a gigantic error sign being flashed at the moment. It states that the power output and power cooling out the power generation output and the power cooling input is not ideal. Meaning to say right now is that the power that is being generated, it's too high for what's remainder of the cooling system to effectively cool it, therefore building slowly towards a meltdown.
Is there any console command to shut down?
If there is, you probably wouldn't know it.
Okay. Okay. I want to play dumbed down as a medieval character. How would I know this? How to figure
Yeah.
out this thing? Okay, so because based on what it says, the initial idea is I need to shut off stuff in order to let more balanced output of power. But I cannot find that, so I'm going to look around, see if there is any other panels that resemble power besides the 6 thing and 3 of them destroy.
There is this console right here.
Okay.
This one, the power generation is working at absolute capacity. It's Lorelei AFK. Lorelei fights the urge to touch the blue screen. Oh, okay. This power output is at maximum capacity. And you see, yep.
Do we know what it's powering up?
I'm trying to figure out if it's possible to, from this area or this point, able to shut down whatever it doesn't need to be powering.
Okay, I'm gonna be helping Frisk to read if there's anything that I can read.
Okay, both of you roll me pure intelligence checks, please.
Okay.
Okay, I haven't purged. Let's hope.
Actually, let us.
20.
Okay, not too bad. Frisk, what about you?
That would be I haven't pushed. Great, 11. The first low intelligent roll in the entire game.
Okay, never mind. Udira, with a score of 20, you can see that the power is being diverted to 3 main areas. You have the base's main power that powers the lights and whatnot, the ventilation, the cooling system, and then the quote-unquote sarcophagus.
I point to the word sarcophagus and I'm assuming that's our friend in the other room.
If this is powering it, this should not be.
I'll remind you something. You did not see any power lines leading towards your friend in the tube.
Yep, but because it's on full capacity.
Yeah, that's why
I'm gonna assume that.
Yeah, but that's why not Chris is gonna. That's strange though, because if it is not powering it.
Well, that makes sense because it powers up the lights, but there are no lights. So, is there like a button that I can press to turn off light? Like, is there separate commands within the thing?
You can see there is a section on the screen that says something along the lines of basis light settings. You can turn it down if you wish to.
Okay, because I know we don't have light anyway, except for the front room. I'm going to turn the lights off.
Unbeknownst to you all, the main room just lost power.
It's fine.
Fine.
because we're trying to shut things down. What was the other one? The sarcophagus and
Sarcophagus and the
Cooling.
cooling system.
okay, cooling needs to stay on, obviously. Lorelai. Hello.
Yes.
You both of you saw what was in that thing, right? The canister.
The mermaid.
Whatever it
You
is.
shall not touch if it's trying to be alive. Okay, but yes, the
Well, see, this is supposed to be powered on, or rather, that is supposed to be powered on. If we can find out what that is, as soon as we know whether it's friend or foe, we can hopefully either get rid of it and turn this off and make sure this place doesn't blow. So,
how badly damaged is the other 3 power source?
this is the which one is the other 3 power source?
The other 3 there is
This one?
light.
This one?
There's like yellow
This one?
light.
Okay.
How
Oh.
bad
You all see something. Lava is starting to leak through the machines.
it's very badly.
Okay, is this console is the same as this console, right?
Yep.
Except it's busted. Is the screen still on?
The screen is still on, but again, lava is like slowly being, for some reason, being pulled out of the machine.
Okay, before it gets overwhelmed, can I turn it off?
Not off?
Sure, why not? Give it a shot. Roll me a dexterity check to see if you get there in time.
Okay. Dex check. Straight dex.
Mm, if
23.
you're proficient.
Ooh, nice.
Okay, you get there. You see the same console as before. You see the power generation. Everything's the same as the console that you were just at.
The words, so it's still lights, blah blah blah, or different.
Pretty much. It's the same.
Turn off lights. Wait, it can't both be powering the sarcophagus.
Well, the lights go off again. And you see now that the console itself is starting to dim a bit.
I call out, somebody go figure out how to turn the sarcophagus thing on, please. Now.
Then okay, since
okay.
I can see, I will go. Says, as she sneaks her way, not really sneak, but
Everything's
Back.
dead,
This-
don't worry.
through the thing, and yeah,
Okay.
and then what does she see here? Is anything on? Are there any glowing blue screens?
It's the exact same as before.
Okay. Can she communicate with them? Oh, too far, huh?
A bit too far unless you have the sending spell.
Hmm.
Can shout, do all the shouties.
Yeah,
Run
plus
back.
echoes, right? Why not? Okay, she says, nothing is turned on here. And then she climbs onto the platform of the crane.
Mm-hmm.
I shout back, are there any wires?
Plenty. She looks around the room.
I look at Frisk.
Okay,
I think
so
you should help.
the thing is, I do not trust her with that thing. She tries to kick it down twice.
Yeah, which is why you should go.
Lorelai hears them grumble. She says, I won't kick it down.
Alright, wait, Frisk, wait.
Okay, I'll go over here.
As you pass this machine, you can hear it rumble even louder than before.
It's having bad times.
I think the sarcophagus is this friend, not the other one.
Should I turn it
This
off?
friend?
I
Yeah.
looked the sarcophagus inside. If this is a sarcophagus, I look inside. If there's an inside, there's no window or anything.
There is like the 3 vents over here, lah.
Okay, I'm gonna try to pick if I can see anything.
Sure. I want you to roll me a constitution save first though.
Okay.
As you try to endure something that you never felt before. Roll a con save first and I will explain what happens.
That
Radioactive.
would be 13. I think it's radioactive. Or heat.
Alright,
Super.
as you approach closer, like literally touching this gigantic contraption here, you feel magic start to well up in your body. First of all, since you rolled a 13, you regain all your spell slots,
Nice.
Okay.
and you feel that if you stay here for a bit too long, the mana will overload your own mana cores, and you'll probably die.
Frisk, run.
Ooh, okay, I immediately pull off. Not the sarcophagus. Um,
Lorelai peers through the doorway. You coming here or not?
and then did you see me glowing with magic?
Do I, DM?
I would say yes.
Oh, I said, Frisk, did you eat a cake?
Okay, didn't no, but this
Okay.
is a magic machine.
Okay. Then Lorelai looks to the box and then looks at Frisk. You have light. Does that mean you have magic on you right now? Maybe you can magic this box here, she points.
Wait. No, it's just that.
Okay,
feel like
basically what she's
I've
saying is, can you like transfer whatever power you have on your body to power up that thing, the box?
Okay, one very quick thing I need to check, even though I know I'm now magic. I look up at that tube over there. Does it still have electric bursting out?
Outing out.
Oh yes,
Okay.
even stronger than before.
Okay.
Okay,
Lorelai
so
backs away from Frisk.
Okay.
You
Okay,
you
so-
hear from the other room. Offer on.
Okay. I know what I need to do. Turn off the sarcophagus.
Okay, I turn off this sarcophagus.
Do you switch it off all the way, or do you bring it down to a certain percentage?
Well, since there's two,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to bring this down to 0 because this is at 100.
All right. A warning starts flashing on your screen. Warning: sarcophagus power levels have dropped to below acceptable margins. Please compensate.
I shout this out to Frisk. What does that mean?
It means that it needs to balance out something. Maybe put it back to medium.
But I check
don't-
over here to see if the cooling system is leveling up. If there's no warning on this console, because I remember this console was the one that says cooling system blah blah blah.
Yes. Okay. Since you reduce the power to the sarcophagus, the cooling system is now at acceptable range. However, there's a new warning: the sarcophagus is not receiving enough power.
Yeah. I don't know what that means, but technically the place won't explode. I don't know about the sarcophagus.
All right.
Are you saying there's
Frisk.
like two cryo tubes out of character?
I mean, isn't this quite obvious?
Yeah,
It
it
looks
is
like a
very
gun,
obvious.
though.
That is the.
This
that
is,
is a, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Something is in there that needs to be kept alive, but out of character wise, yeah, something is in there that need to be kept alive.
By the way, Fritz, you see that after Udira changes the power settings, the electricity here dims down.
Is
Lorelai wants to voice out her very simple logic, simple in her mind. She says, "There's something in here." She points to the other room, and there's something in here. Yes. Now, with my simple logic, whatever is in here seems to require more power, and whatever is in here seems to require less power. So,
I
simple
see.
enough. Wait, hang
Okay.
on. Simple enough. This thing could easily be more powerful than this thing. She says. So
Right. Let me immediately tells you what you think is right and why we cannot do that right now as not Fritz.
mhm,
First
mhm.
of all, do you see whatever is connecting this place?
Yes,
That
you
thing
said
up there,
it's
right?
electricity.
Yeah, and that thing up there is connecting here. I'm pointing at this
But
to
it's not
here.
connected,
And then I'm
right?
pointing backward.
I
So
thought I thought it wasn't connected.
it is connected.
Oh, okay, okay. All right, go on. Sorry.
And the reason why I can tell you that is because Uhira back there turned the power off. Well, mostly off. And this over here, and I point to the obvious sparkling the spewing of magic based on Lorelei, spewing of power coming out of here. Here has spew less of whatever source of thing is going through it, if you can see it.
I'm just gonna let you guys know you guys are on a timer.
Yep. Which is why I'm like,
Well,
like,
not a timer, like a stopwatch.
yep,
Okay,
yep,
Okay,
yep, yep.
so
Lorelai then says, I
Trying to
think you might
immediately
want to
go
help
here.
Udira.
I hear that, and I'm like, get the guy out of the thing.
Get the
I'm
guy.
going
okay.
to brace whatever smoke this is it. I'm going to try to fix this. How big is the hole or leakage is?
It's not too big really, but mending should be able to repair it.
So I'm going to mend it.
Okay.
You're gonna take lightning damage.
Oh,
I have the shield.
Okay, sure, why not? Let me just see how much you take. Remember, if it goes over 40, you take the damage instead.
Actually, before I start, I will do this so that I don't take that much lightning damage.
All right,
Because
now,
I have-
now I need to like look up a resource to see how many volts of electricity someone would take if they touch a live power pole. Ugh.
okay. Lorelai is going to stand by here, understanding that what Frisk is doing is going to be dangerous. So she's going to stand behind here. Yeah. Actually, here lah.
Okay, I'm gonna call out to Frisk because I hear all this electricity thing, and he's gonna try to do mending and stuff. First of all, I hear what you're doing. I don't understand it, but would it be better if I shut down the other one just for a split second while you do that 1 minute of mending?
I think
Lorelai
there's
hears that.
actually something in the middle that needs to be kept alive. So
Personally, I think it's one of those god people as well, just like in the ship.
which is why I don't want like them to be suffer because it
Right, so
feels
the
like-
answer is no, get on with it.
yes, I'm doing this, but the DM is checking for voltage.
Oh no! Don't worry. I already got the thing up.
Okay,
So-
let's go.
I'm gonna touch.
All right. So how long does mending take again?
1 minute.
1 minute.
1 minute. Oh, that's not good. Okay, so you
Well,
need to take like.
the assumption is you don't touch it, you just hover over it.
No,
Like
no,
it's
no,
a
he needs
mending
to-
spell.
He needs to get within 5 feet first.
Oh, so the arc. Okay.
Yeah.
But this is the reason why I cast heroism, so that I can take lesser.
All right. Let's see how long you take. Let's see how long you survive underneath the barrage of lightning. Okay, so I need to search out lightning real quick. Okay, cast a spell.
I already cast the heroism, so
Okay,
it's
let's see.
basically
1 minute concentration. Touch.
Lorelai. If I went down, you know who to get.
Your mom.
God. All right,
This
10.
is not the time for.
This
10.
is- yeah.
10 points of damage.
No, I'm gonna be generous and just say 5 because I'm not. That's gonna be overkill and just outright kill your character.
Well, I already have less HP to start with, so yeah, go with it.
Okay,
Did I
let's
cast
see.
healing word on you first? I have one
And
more
do
spell
you have
slot.
healing word?
I do.
Oh well, it's up to you.
Okay, I'm gonna cast healing word on first to.
Roll for it.
Hang on.
It's 8 times 4. 8 times 4
1d4,
is
right?
32. Yep.
Oh wait, actually it
One
is.
d4 plus a spell modifier.
Honestly,
no, hang on.
it would be better if you used it after he passed out.
Okay, yeah, sure. Why not? I
All
will
right,
wait for you
so
to pass out.
you take the initial 30 damage first, but I would say you are able to sufficiently mend it a bit. So it's now leaking less. Unfortunately, you go down in the process. Actually, no, wait, I forgot you have the shield. Okay, never mind. You completely negate the first 30 damage.
Okay,
And
good,
your
good,
shield
good,
is
good,
now
good, good.
fully charged.
Good.
Okay.
Alright, and then you take the subsequent 10 damage.
100.
So, yeah, you negate the 10, but you take the 102.
So
Okay.
I will still go down.
You're down.
Okay,
But
heal.
you managed to get 3 turns of mending lah.
But question, because every turn the heroism regains temporary hit points. So 7 times how many times you hit me? Are you that able to
3,
negate?
right?
7 times 5.
Oh, 5 times. Okay.
7, 5, 35.
35. How much is my damage reduced if I take 35 less? Is that 112 the exact number that I will be taking?
102.
Yes. 102,
Yeah,
yeah.
100, yeah, 102. Let's see. Well, I take less damage, but I still go down.
Does
You're
it
down now.
does it go above your HP threshold?
No.
Instant
with
death doesn't
that-
exist. Instant death
Okay.
doesn't exist, don't worry.
Okay.
Alright, so
So-
you're down again.
But he completely mended it, right?
No, it's
no,
not.
he has another 7 rounds.
No, not 7 rounds. I'm gonna be generous and just say 2 more.
Okay, 2 more rounds. Yeah, if you heal him, he'll go back up for X
Okay.
amount.
I
Yeah.
will heal him then. 1d4.
Okay.
Okay.
So Frisk, after you get
One.
back up, you realize that your shield is no longer charged.
Oh gosh.
Hey, that is a little bit more than I am hoping for. Actually, I'm down to 2 health now because your spell modifier would be +1 only, right? If I'm not wrong.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lorelai, because she's using intelligence. For,
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So I
It's
only
only
heal
+1.
two hit points. Okay.
Alright,
Okay.
so
Actually, no. There's no modifier.
What?
How is it no modifier? Because your healing words is 1d4 plus spell casting ability modifier. In your
Which is
case, which is
intelligence.
intelligence.
Yep.
Okay.
How much
And-
is your intelligence? Is it even +1 or 0?
It's 0.
Okay, never mind. It's 1.
It's 1. It's fine.
Yes,
It's
that's
fine.
what I'm saying.
You
It's
better
fine.
like I hear this and I'm like, is everything okay? How much
Lorelai-
time do I think we
Lorelai
have?
calls out. Lorelai calls out and says, "He's got some of it done, but he's down. He's up now. It's gonna take a while. Just keep your ears to the ground." She says.
Okay, I'm
Then
going to see. No, it's a bit far.
okay, Frisk, you are back up. Your shield has lost all of its charges because you went down.
Mhm.
Okay,
Mhm.
so
Anything I can do to help?
not really. You don't know mending and you don't know technology. I don't know how you fix this. And my DG armor broke. If not, I will let him do the fixing.
Okay. What are you doing to mend it? Just with mending, right?
With
If
the
you can-
spell mending, the cantrip mending.
If you can do it manually, if you can mend something manually, what would you require to do that?
Be close and cast the spell and trying to heal a non-real like
No.
heal like cracks.
No.
Heal crack, right?
That is on spell terms. What I mean is technically,
Mhm.
what would be required to mend
Oh,
that? I mean,
okay.
like welding
Very,
or what?
very simple. Very simple.
Yeah.
You require a copper line tube.
Damn. Okay.
Okay.
Is there any on the conveyor belt?
No, they're making
add-
weapons.
Okay, okay.
You know you can
Because
me,
this is happening while they're having their conversation, I'm going to temporarily, just to see what
Turn it back
happens,
on.
bring this up to 50 and bring this down to 50.
Wait, what do you
Uh,
mean?
She's going to turn it back on a
The
bit.
the
Is that right?
sarcophagus. So now instead of 0 and 100, it's 50-50.
would anything be sprouting out of the tube, DM?
There is, yeah.
Okay. Lorelai's gonna pull Frisk back.
Eh?
Okay.
All right, hang on. All right, Oni, if you really think that you want to leave the game now, even though we haven't gotten to your character introduction yet, that's fine. But this isn't really how the games usually go. And generally, it just tends to go a bit faster. But right now, they're just having issues trying to figure out how to solve the puzzle. All right, man. No worries. Well, there goes the player.
Oh,
No. I'm trying.
me too.
It's okay.
Uh,
I mean,
Should we still work on that, or should we?
yeah,
just
we still,
Nah,
we
we
still need
can-
to work on that. We still need to work on that.
Okay.
Well, okay, so,
Basically,
by the way,
you
what
can't
happened to
mend
the
it.
power then?
Oh,
Power,
okay.
power
so
then?
Udira, you raised the power on this machine to 50% and this one down to 50%. That's all right.
Yep.
Okay, so the power output is still the same, which means the electricity is still the same.
But
Nothing
does
changed.
it say anything about the system?
It's been 10 minutes. Okay. It's been 10 minutes. So basically what you see now is that on the screen, warning, power level has been insufficient for a prolonged period of time. What's that called? The homunculus' regenerative ability has been severely reduced.
Homunculus.
There's a homunculus.
I mentioned this. I'm like, it says something about a homunculus. I think that's what's in the sarcophagus.
We need to keep that alive, if possible. Turn it on if you need to.
Okay, I turn it back on. This one,
Alright.
This one is at 100. This one remains at maybe 30.
Okay, sure. Power is still roughly the same. So Frisk, would you like? You need 2 more rounds of mending.
Do you have
Okay,
healing
so-
potions, Frisk?
No, I have this. I'm going to cast Cure Wound twice. Well, that is roughly 2 rounds then. Of second level spell. So 2 casting Cure Wounds. Level 2 once. Level 2 twice. Let's see. That should be enough. Calculator. Sorry. 8 plus 5 plus 1. My God, plus 12. That's be okay. I am up to this much HP. Plus 26. Plus 26. Oh, wait, what?
Oh
I said
dear.
plus not. Oh, wait, what? Why is it on equal 26? There you go. Why is it on? Okay, and then no, that's 27 actually. And the plus 1. Thank you very much. Final. And then because I think I dropped my heroism, I'm gonna cast 1 more time of heroism, and
Alright.
then continue on mending.
All right, sure. So let me roll the damage first to see how much you take. You take 23. Your shield is charged by 2 charges. So you negate the damage and you manage to put another charge of mending. You need 1 more now.
Okay, continue. Because I have
30.
enough health.
Okay, you managed to brave the lightning enough to sufficiently mend the tubing back to its original state, and immediately, Udira, you see on the blue console over here that the power the power cooling system energy levels are rising back to its optimal levels.
Ooh, okay. As I see this go back up, I'm going to increase the sarcophagus power level to match.
All right.
Is
Alright.
Frisk down?
Nope.
Frisk is still
I-
alive, surprisingly.
Great, great.
Okay, you bring both the power levels back up, and now they match. The power output is sufficient enough to maintain what's left inside the sarcophagus, and the cooling system is enough to match it as well.
Okay, good. Is the cooling enough for me to turn the lights back on?
You can try.
Okay, I'm gonna slowly bring up these lights first because I turned them off second. But how's this fucking lava thing going?
You notice that when you turn down the power, right, and you match the cooling power together, the lava actually stopped flowing.
Okay, I'm gonna very slowly raise the lights.
All right, the lights slowly come back on to around 35%. You can now see, but if you go beyond 35, a warning will flash out that the power output is too high.
Okay, I'm gonna hover at the percentage at 30. This one is still off, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna push this up 2% to see if it's any different.
It goes up slightly, the lights come on a bit brighter, and you see the console start to brighten up as well.
Okay, but as far as cooling is concerned, everything's still okay?
Cooling is fine for now.
Okay, I'm gonna call out to the AI.
All right, you call out to the AI, and you hear a voice back from where she originally came from.
Okay. Custodian is still there. She's not reconnected. Is there anything that I can see that reconnects her to the rest of the system?
Nothing that's obvious to you, unfortunately.
Okay.
Okay, Frisk, if you're done there, you can return back.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's done here.
All right, so if you head back to the other room and you inspect this generator here, roll me in, if you choose to, you may roll me a intelligence check or arcana base for your artificer thingy.
Oh, so that is the.
It's technological.
Okay, so I will roll as what the hell is this again? I will roll as. Is it double proficiency? Let me check. You
Isn't
can
it?
roll. Oh, yeah, twice proficient. Yeah, so
Oh, that's not good.
so that's plus 19 plus 3.
Okay, yeah, that works. 26. Okay, with 26, you see that this generator is actually a geothermal generator, meaning it draws power from a inactive volcano below you.
Ew. So that's why. So the entire thing is because that thing is leaking, and the and the cooling is not. Okay, fine, understandable. Okay, Uhira. So anything? Managed to fix that issue there?
I'm assuming from what I heard, you were doing mending on things?
Yeah.
Okay.
Things.
Whatever you did actually made the cooling system go up. So I'm guessing if we just start mending things, it would be better.
But I think it's enough because that seems like the main problem.
Right. Now you have to tell me, or at least this is your area of expertise, so
Okay. But first thing of all, I know for a fact that you've been speaking to an AI, but I have no idea which AI is it, and I don't see, and I look around, an AI to be precise. So
the voice for that matter, the voice is still outside where we came in. I don't think it's reconnected yet, and not really in a hurry, considering we have whatever it is in that sarcophagus.
okay, so at least what the homunculus is still active
And stable, and we're not going to explode.
That as well. Okay, so
I'm going
um,
to.
okay,
Well,
so if where is it coming from? Lead me to it.
what do you mean? Out of character.
You, because we can't hear it, only you can.
No, you heard it before when we were all standing here.
Oh right. Actually, in that case, going through the doors, and this should be.
This door needs to be broken down so you can ask Marcus to help you.
Marcus is just standing there like, what the hell is going on?
I'm sorry, I'm just fixing what they have broke, and now the power. Okay, you don't
Oh.
understand power. but
No,
okay.
it's fine. It's fine. I do understand something though. When we came here, there was a voice talking to us from the ceiling. And after the fight, where the lady dropped the thing over there, she points towards a small device and she crashed into this, the voice disappeared.
Oh,
Oh, okay, that makes okay.
right.
Okay. Okay.
Why don't you deal with that? I'm going to go into that office that Lorelai saw and start looking around.
You see the hello written in blood on the floor.
Yeah, I'm gonna prestige that away because it's gross and it's slippery, and I don't want to deal with slippery right now. I'm going straight to the main thing here, and I'm going to be rifling through the drawers, reading
You
things.
see. Alright, I'll get back to you later.
Okay, okay.
First, how much you cast mending on the thing then?
Right now, is it actually like wire broken, or is there?
There is an imprint of a human on the side of the thing.
But this one is from like based on what I heard. This one fall down from this, right?
No. This thing was attached to the human, and during the scuffle where she was thrown into the server rack, it got thrown off of her. Understand? No?
But this was okay. Her as in like her the humanoid that they may
Yes.
have killed.
Yes.
But actually, I want to see if this is in any sort of like I know this is not magic, but I'm gonna check just so I know for a fact in the future this is not magic. I'm gonna cast detect.
Okay,
Please
one
don't-
second. I need to like check a spell real quick.
It is a magic. God damn it!
Okay.
Everything here is magic.
It is not magic in the traditional sense.
Ah, okay.
You can feel like the faint wisp of mana that's embedded in the object, but it's woven differently, very differently to magical objects that you see today. It's like, okay, for easier explanation, when you cast detect magic, you will see swirls of mana around things that are innately magical. That's how you see magic. But on this object, it's different. You see finely woven threads.
So I cannot technically, based on the mechanic, discern any school of magic from this because it is
It is
built
how your
differently.
it is built differently, yes, but you can pretty much still gauge its purpose, lah.
Oh, okay.
But that will require you to cast Identify. If you forget, Identify actually tells you what the object does.
Yeah, but because I thought there is a school of magic built into this, I'm just
Oh,
seeing if there is a school of magic that is being
Sure.
woven like what it is.
I'll tell you what it is. The School of Magic is technology.
Okay, then never mind. Going to continue on with the next step. There you go.
Okay. All right, Identify. Okay, essentially, this thing is the receiver end of the locate object spell. Sorry, the transmitting end.
Transmitting end means that this is a device to locate object.
No, this is the.
This tells whoever it is who has the other side where this is. You know when you tag a shark
Uh-huh.
and you have that thing sticking out and it gives radio waves to the receiver?
And tell where the shark is.
Yeah.
Okay. Why is this here?
Is it dead? I'm not there. This is meta me talking.
Yeah, I know. The person is dead. The thing is here. But okay.
No. The person is not dead. The person that
No,
had
no.
this.
Is this dead?
Oh, is the device dead?
Yep.
No, it's still functioning.
So it's still transmitting, technically.
Technically, yes.
That is Metami, not Udira.
Okay. Okay. That's weird, but also frightening. Is there an off button?
No
Identify
no discernible off button, but you do feel that it will probably run out of batteries, run out of mana soon. But you do see some form of energy or mana collection part in terms of the screen itself seems to absorb surrounding mana.
Bring it here.
I mean, not,
Bring it here.
no, I don't want to bring it there. I want it to run out.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so actually, might as well reconnect this device then. Wait, how much power is running now that if I touch my finger in this socket, I will get fried immediately?
Oh, it's dead. It's dead. There's no power coursing through it right now.
Oh, wait, this one is dead. How about the other two?
They're all interconnected to the same machine. I just didn't have a asset for a bigger one.
Oh, okay, so this is one machine and it's dead.
Yeah, it's dead.
Okay, so I'm gonna fix this entire part.
Alright,
first.
so this can't use mending because it's more technological, and you actually need to rewire stuff. So you need at least an hour to just sit and just go through all the wiring, trying to figure out what goes where.
Okay, I'm gonna sit here with my tingles too then, just because.
Okay, so while Frisk is doing that, I'm gonna go back to Udira real quick. Lorela, I'll get to you in a moment. Okay, Udira, you sit at the desk here, and you see a nameplate on the desk that's like not facing you, like it's facing the other people. You see the words Overseer. Did I cut out or?
No. Overseer. We have the custodian, overseer. This was
Alright.
a long time ago. Okay, anything else?
There is a report. That's like the one thing that was left here. It's just a report. A report by lead researcher Weston. It appears that I'm gonna just basically just summarize it. They were doing some testing on the homunculus, and it is found that they have found a way to create a creature that not only can wield magic, live forever, but also have the ability to ignore causality.
So, time tinkering.
Pretty much.
Can I equate this, since it was done ages ago, right? It was pre whatever it is. Can I equate it to the Arthur and Co?
Sorry, the other one?
Arthur and Co. I forgot what they're called.
The Knights of Altara?
Yeah, them.
No way.
So
This
completely
is
different.
Completely different. You know that the Knights of Altara are strong. They live indefinitely and they can wield magic, but they do not have the ability to ignore causality.
Okay, I'm going to look in this book, since it's going to take Frisk an hour, to determine whether or not this thing is a good creature, whether we should save it, and how fast we can do this.
All right, so the first thing I'll remind you of a few things first. This facility and everything within it would no way be the Knights of Altara. The Knights of Altara are known as the first civilization or the first people, and this is the second empire.
Yep, so what I'm trying to see is whether or not they have made something akin to the Knights of Altara to sort of stain the visage of Altara.
All right,
Since
so
they're pretty
looking
much the
more-
antithesis.
looking more at the documents, right, you see like a couple more like somewhat unrelated notes to the normal people, but to you, you can see a small correlation. You can see there are reports from other sites that are also testing this homunculus, and it also mentions that several sites have already begun prototype testing of the ignore causality element, and they have received quite mild and major success, with the results of said experiments being transmitted to this base for implementation to the sarcophagus. Let me stop the timer. I don't know why that's still running.
Well,
okay. What else? Oh yes, it mentions that there is a note by one of the researchers at the bottom of the report. It states that soon we will have a weapon that's capable of fighting the swarm on equal footing.
so these guys are also fighting the swarm.
Well, it wasn't really more of just the Knights of Atara fighting the swarm. It's just like every civilization was simultaneously being targeted by the swarm. It's just that the Knights of Atara was giving a unified effort to try to rally the remaining survivors.
Okay. Knowing that, is there anything in this document that tells us how to transport this homunculus without radiation, for want of a better word?
Okay, so it states that the homunculus needs to have a undisturbed constant power supply for 300 years.
We know that. Okay, I see that. I'm going to run to the system and see if there's any timer, some kind
There
of
is no
clock.
There is no timer, but you do see the previous warning that, warning, the homunculus has not received an adequate power supply for X amount of time. The, what's that called? The abilities, blah, 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 will be reduced.
Okay, but what, are there any things that tell me how long this system has been operational?
Looking back at the records, you can see that this system has been running for at least 200 years.
So there's not enough time for it to have technically enough power to be autonomous.
You look more into the documents and you see that they are testing with different ways of powering the homunculus. One way states that they have to commit mass genocide of the dragon race outside the dome to collect enough mana to power it. But they're also finding more humane ways like this one where they're using an inactive volcano to try and power it. But the results will vary. For the dragons, the mass culling the dragons, it requires like 300 dragon corpses to power. While, sorry, not 300, 150 dragon corpses to power. While the geothermal one, which is the base you're at, requires 300 years to fully charge a homunculus.
I'm gonna tap my badge and have a conversation with whoever knight is receiving the call, but I'm going to do it where everybody is around me can hear me.
You hear you hear the sounds of clashing swords as the first indicator that they're still fighting upstairs.
Yep. Just really quickly, she's gonna go, right, I found out that whatever they're keeping here is a homunculus, but it's not fully powered up yet, and if we turn it down now, it's going to be leaking whatever mana power. Do we still keep it alive? Is there a way to take it back? Because once we pick this payload up, we can leave.
You received reply, it's like, did you just say homunculus?
Yes. I'm not sure what shape it's in, but it's in some kind of sarcophagus, which we can't turn off, by the way.
There's a slight sigh and just say, kill the power, retrieve whatever information you can, and return back up.
Right. I look at everybody. You heard the man. Let's take everything, turn off the power, and leave ASAP. Marcus, you two. We're going to figure out a way to make sure they don't kill you.
All right, but first things first. Frisk, after an hour's worth of work, you managed to reconnect everything back to where you think it was. And the moment of truth, you put your hand on the big on switch. Do you switch it on?
Yes, then brace my back.
All right, you switch the power, and the base lights dim for a moment, and you hear a voice coming from the ceilings. Power online. AI system designated custodian has returned to operational capacity. Thank you, friends.
Custodian, what can you tell us about the homunculus in the thing?
Subject 304-B is a variant of the homunculus line produced by my empire. It was created as the mass culling of dragons in the realm was deemed too inhumane by the ethics committee. Therefore, a need to find a different power source was created. We have experimented with varying different kinds of power sources. However, this is the only one that seems to provide the most stable amount of energy.
I'm going to give you the short of the long. This facility is under siege at the moment, and whatever it is going to come down pretty hard on it. So is there an evacuation procedure that we can take over? And also, what is this? I point to the wristwatch.
She looks at you, it's like, that belonged to another group of friends that came before. You all can see like a spectral arrow materialize in front of you and point towards the dead corpse there before they arrived. They were seeking shelter from the rain, and I allowed them to stay within the base.
Yes, one of them has been taken, and we'll figure out a way to get it back. But most importantly, how do we keep the homunculus alive and safe, and how do we get you?
She looks at you, it's like, unfortunately, the homunculus has been, due to the lack of power, has been irreparably suffered a loss of cognitive function as well as the ability to ignore causality.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, we'll have to reset the cycle again if we need to power it.
Can we take it out of the sarcophagus without us getting injured?
Unfortunately, no. Once the homunculus has begun charging, they will store all latent mana within. And unfortunately, we haven't found a way to dissipate that mana yet.
Right. How do we get you out of this place?
A flashing blue symbol appears over the thing that Frisk was just repairing.
Oh, yeah? What?
You need to take out my AI core.
Oh, okay. That would be, and then I gently open the casing. It's like, oh great, I just put them back. Okay, and then
No, you're doing good. Trust me. It's just that having the AI, hang on, I forgot her name. The custodian. It's just having the custodian's information with us would be really good. I'm picking up random stacks of paper and items, equipment, anything that is loose. Lorelei,
Right.
and I'm telling Lorelei the same thing. If she wants to pick stuff up, she can. And then I go, if you really want to break stuff, when we leave, you can turn off all the power, and then we're running.
All right. So for the okay, you pull out the canister, Frisk. You see this thing.
where
Let's
is
see.
it shown at?
I'm gonna put it in Explorer chat. You pull out a canister. In the center, you see some sort of Newtonian fluid floating in the middle of it.
Okay. Out of character, yes. In character, I have no idea what this is.
We don't know what it is.
Out of character, you're like, oh, okay. All right. You have that now. It is very fragile. You can feel the glass start to bend slightly if you apply pressure on the glass.
Don't worry, I have a place where nothing can touch it. Bag of
Bag of
holding.
holding. Okay, fucking knew it. Okay. You stuff it in there, and you hear indigenous "Hey" as you shuffle into the bag.
And then I pull it out slowly. And say, sorry, you need to stay there just a little bit while longer. You don't need breathing, right?
You hear a. Okay, contrary to what you believe, it's like you do not think she needs breathing, but you can hear her going. Smells terrible in here.
You don't need breathing.
I tell Frisk, have a conversation with her about how to shut everything off safely. I'm thinking, if that thing's going to leak mana, we can't leave it here for whatever it is to get. We need to.
There is one thing before we shut everything down. There is one thing I don't think need to check because there is some other thing that's alive in here.
Right, that thing.
Yeah.
Is it?
Oh yeah. Before do you still have the information when I disconnect you, or do I need to reconnect you to gain the facilities information?
It's fine. I have all my memory banks intact. She tells her that was my quote unquote handicap that I used to do manual menial tasks around the facility since everyone around me is dead.
Okay, so do you remember the room, two rooms beyond here, towards my right, where the quote unquote cooling vent is from?
You mean
yeah, that one, the cooling.
She tells us like, as soon as I came online, I did a quick diagnostics of all the systems that were available to me, and unfortunately, I've learned that my handicap has been irreparably damaged due to the lack of power.
So you have no idea what is inside the.
Oh no, I'm aware of what's inside. I'm just saying that if you decide to, the DM is basically telling you that because the player's in here. I'm just saying that the person inside the tank is dead.
But do I need to save that thing because he might come back, or he's not coming back?
He is just like, I'm gonna go find a different game because the pace is too slow, and I'm not sure whether it's just him or whether my pace is too slow. I don't know.
Okay, so
It's fine. We'll find a way to integrate him next time if he decides to come back. I think he left the server actually.
Wait, is he?
Okay, that can be a discussion later.
Okay,
Dude's
if
dead?
he left the server, then I take no blame for that. I tried, and that's it. Okay.
All right.
Okay, so oh well, seems like. Okay then, I did what I can. Well, shut the power down. Okay. What do we need to safely shut down so that it doesn't cause our entire facility meltdown?
There is no way to safely shut down the facility.
So if we shut down the central core or the coffin, the sarcophagus, it will start leaking mana, or like their terms of.
Well, in your terms, maybe leaking mana isn't that too big of an issue. But the usual way my empire terminates these facilities is that we bring the power levels all the way to maximum and we switch off the cooling systems.
That is self-destruct, isn't it?
Well, you said you wanted to power down this facility, yes?
I didn't meant to destroy it, but here, do you get everything? I can just.
I'm
self-destruct it.
busy rifling through everything, so I did not hear technically. But out of character, ask her what happens if we turn off everything.
Well, over time, the mana here will slowly seep into the surrounding soil and whatnot. And, well, it might bring life to new magical creatures, but also at the same time, it might cause the volcano below us to become active.
If we self-destruct it, it does the same thing, I assume.
Yes, that is correct. She thinks for a second. Is like, now that I think about it, yeah, you're right. So doing either one, the outcome's more or less the same.
But one is immediate future and one is late to the future.
Okay, question.
she-
How far is the Valley of Un away from us?
The Valley of Un. She gives you a very weird. Well, you can't see her, but you can hear her tone of voice. Is like, what do you mean the Valley of Un?
When's the last time you were updated with what's going on outside?
She gives you like, well, my information is quite I suppose recent in the terms where when my empire was still active, I was still receiving reports from the outside. But you have to understand that the reports I were receiving were in my empire's terms. I'm not familiar with what people might call what other cultures might call different areas of the world.
I don't have coordinates, and I don't have a definitive way of telling.
Perhaps you can
Location?
describe the region to me.
Can I suggest something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Seeing that no one actually followed her, Lorelai goes back to the room and says,
That room
What's
is
the
completely
holdup?
destroyed.
This
room is
This one
gone.
is dead.
"Okay, all right." She goes.
There's no way
through-
to go back to this room.
She goes through here then, and she says, "What's the holdup, peeps? We gotta get out of here. If we don't want to shut this down, why don't we just go upstairs and shut down the lift? There's nowhere out, right? AI person?" She asks.
She says like, well, that might be true that you can switch off the lift, but I can't guarantee that no one can learn how to repower it.
We'll destroy the lift without destroying all this down here. Once the lift is up.
As much as it's a good idea, I believe that whatever is trying to get in here has more tenacity than just ignoring this place once the lift is broken. I think they might actually gouge this place out.
Rope, flying spells, that kind of stuff exists. They can just
Spider
float
climbing.
down.
Yep.
Spider
Right,
climbing.
right.
Yeah.
So we have to either shut it down. Anyway, I explained to her what I think the value of an is based on location.
I mean, why don't you just tell her the main characteristics of the region?
void of magic. Of
No,
energy.
see, I don't know.
She
I don't
immediately
know.
goes, oh,
No, here's the thing. I don't know if the devoid of magic happened before or after she technically went
but-
offline.
Yeah, but I think it's a very prominent thing since based on what not Frisk. No, it seems to be very, very long time. And since she is from the Second Empire, she might already know the place, even though she is not that long compared to
Right.
the
So
Knights
so
of
this place that
Otara.
I'm talking about, the Valley of Un, is a magic sink. There's no magic there. And whenever a magic sink goes in, it gets sapped and dies. So I'm thinking if there's a way we can bring this there.
I'm aware of the area you're talking about. It refers to, yeah, basically the no mana zone, the no magic zone. That's what she says.
The no man zone.
Yes, sure.
The no magic zone.
How
It
far
is-
away is it?
She looks at you and says, well, if you were to jump between teleporters, it would take roughly 3 days. It will roughly take around 30 minutes, but if you were to travel on foot, it would take you 3 weeks.
Oh, that is not far enough.
Okay, you know what? Inhumane as it is, I think it's best that we blow this place up because the knights already know this is here. They want to charge it back up. The only way is to get rid of it now is to get rid of it. Because I don't think we can safely find enough stronger power source to carry this all the way back to the base.
Yeah, I don't really see a way we can salvage that. Anyway, the person up there says turn everything off and we're leaving.
Okay, ask him this, if we can destroy the facility because it is unattainable
she gives you. You hear a reply through the what's it called, the badge. It basically states that if you think it's best, if the technology down there should not be acquired by any hands, then feel free to destroy it.
What's
Okay,
the
then.
what's the best way to do it without overwhelming the mana, and possibly having another volcanic eruption? Or is that inevitable?
That's
I feel-
probably inevitable.
Well,
Unfortunately,
I
there
think
seems to be no way around it.
it
That's
seems
fine.
like we are far enough from known civilization and base of thereof. I think it's safe enough to let it be and heal over time.
All right. So she gives you. You hear the AI say, "All right, give me one quick moment while I purge the memory banks of the facility. I'll need you to reinsert me back into the server, though."
Oh, okay. I will open this back up. There you go.
As she goes in, I'm just going to say, any information that you might have that has to do with the purge would be of help. And I'm
I'm
sure
sorry, what?
where any information that she has about the
swarm.
purge,
The swarm.
the swarm, bad thing, bad not good.
Okay, fair enough. She's like, very well, and she pulls whatever data she can, and she says, "All right, unplug me."
Unplugged.
All right, so you pull her out, you have her now, and she says, "All right, I have set the facility to gradually deactivate over time. We are free to leave now."
Right, let's go.
Would you like to bring that with you, by the way? You
I-
can
I-
see another holographic arrow pointing at this thing.
I pick it up. And then I pass it to Frisk, because he has the bag.
Thing.
You know, until now, there is one very disgusting thing in the bag that I want to toss it on you. But out of kindness, I'm not going to put it in the bag.
Is it the bedsheet? Out of character.
Yeah, out of character, the bed sheet.
I think I know which one you're talking about. We're walking and talking out, by the way.
All right, sure. As you head out, the AI was smart enough to leave a little bit of electricity in the base so the elevator can still function.
Fair enough.
Okay.
All right, you get out. Let me bring you all back to the map. Okay, there's actually no map anymore because, well, what happens is that you all leave, the elevator descends back up, you have a rousing chat with whoever. As you come up, you see the Knights of Altara casually fending off the Divide soldiers who are trying their damnedest to get past the two ungodly people, but to no avail. They look at you, give you a nod, they tap the badges, and you all get transported back to the base.
I give them the
Casually.
whole TLDR.
Okay. Okay. So,
And point to Frisk, who should be holding up she needs a new name. Custodian. Cassie. Her
I
name is
am-
Cassie.
I'm really tempted to slap it on my armor. Being like how Carpet with his new AI companion. Slap it onto my armor.
I cannot say anything.
Yeah, I know.
She's a good
or-
information dump.
Or level up and get another homunculus and slap her in there, just like how Carpet did it.
Oh, all right. So you guys are back at the base now,
Mhm.
and you see gathered before you is the Knight Enchantress as well as one of the overseers. Look, it's like, congratulations on a job well done. Have you learned anything of interest from your short expedition?
Lots, actually.
It's like, oh really? Do tell. As he leads you down to a conference hall.
Most importantly, we know what they were doing. And then I asked first to take out the custodian. This is the custodian.
Greetings.
She was the one in charge of the homunculus and making sure it stays alive.
I recognize you. You're a knight of Altara. And you can see the overseer give a small smile. It's like, yes, I recognize you too. You are of the United.
The United. Ooh.
Oh, that's not the name I remember. Never mind then.
Wait, was it? Did I give you a different name?
No, because no, you didn't give me a different name. She thought it was the name that it was named right now because it looks like the same flag but different flag. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. You are. Yes, that is correct. It's a pleasure to finally see a Knight of Altara after so long. And you see the overseer give a nod. It's like, very well. What have you learned then? As he gestures you all to sit down at the table.
Okay, I tell him everything about the homunculus.
Okay.
The dead guy in the tank seems like something vaguely important, but we didn't find out more. I bring out the notes that I have, the research papers by Weston.
Mm-hmm.
Put it on the table. Maybe the homunculus. That whatever it is, as soon as the place gets powered down, it's going to start leaking mana and probably aggravate the volcano.
She looks at it very well. I'll inform the knights to clear the area of surrounding civilians. Homunculus. Never thought I'd hear that word after so long.
And according to the custodian, it's not the only one. Well,
yes,
back
I'm
then anyway.
very much aware. I'm very much aware it's not the only one. During the initial few years after the dome went up, the United actually bolstered our forces with homunculus soldiers.
Huh.
Unfortunately, over the centuries, their forces have dwindled to nothing. But when they were still active, they were quite proficient fighters.
Would you say that the homunculus they were powering up is one of their more beastly products? The final line, so to speak.
He sighs a bit. Like, I'm not too sure how to answer that. He looks over at the custodian who is still like swimming. The ball is just swimming around in the tank now. She's like, I am not too sure. I was only built to maintain that facility. Any additional information on further products of the United Federation of Planets? I'm just kidding. It is not the United Federation of Planets. No. That the United has created, I am not aware of. Only that of within my own base.
I look at Frisk. Frisk, what is what is the thread between the United and the Divide? Why the similar sigil?
That I can't actually tell you because I never, even when I'm there, when I was in the Divide, never seen that what I call symbol similarity as it is. No, not even my parents.
I'm gonna minor illusion the symbol of the United that we saw at the lift.
Hmm.
And then I'm going to minor illusion the divide symbol side by side.
I'm gonna before this continues, I'm gonna ask you first. You didn't openly tell the Knights of Altara you're from the Divide, right?
No, I don't think he did.
No.
All right. She looks at you and says, yes, I suppose you call them the Divide. They were a band of survivors led by some, whatchamacallit, what is the word, What is the term when a group of people don't want to fight? Pacifists, Oh,
that's a
Conscientious objectors.
No. A group. The Divide, as you know them. as the divide you know as, they were a group of pacifists that were led by some political figure underneath the dome to safeguard the United from falling off the history books forever.
Wait, say that
Unfortunately,
again. That doesn't sound like the. That doesn't sounds like the divide.
unfortunately, the divide that we know now is anything but pacifist. The people that took over the area, the facility, is the divide.
Interesting.
And they have what? Sorry, out of character. What are the creatures called? What do we call them?
I think it's they as in
The disease.
right now.
The
No,
the
The
purge.
swarm.
people out,
The
people
swarm.
out
The
here
swarm.
called it the swarm. We called it anything else but the swarm.
Okay, the swarm. And they seem to be working with or have been taken over by the swarm.
That will explain a lot. I do not
And-
believe the.
I have a doubt that the what you call him ruler or used to be, not anymore, might have brought this swarm with him into the dome. That is why we see that dots on it.
I'm going to look towards Marcus, and I'm going to give this face of I'm going to bring you in this conversation now. Is this okay?
He's like, you can see his shoulders sag a bit behind the armor, but he gives you a reluctant nod. He's like, he was content to just sit by and just twiddle his thumbs, but now he's being forced to talk.
We have managed to find a defector of the divide.
He raises his hand and wiggles his fingers.
And this is Marcus.
He does it again. He looks over at the three of you and look back to the overseer, the knight in charge, is like, he just looks back at you, it's like, what do you want me to say?
No, we had nothing to say. We just say we found. That's all.
That's that. He gives looks back towards the overseer and wiggles his fingers again.
Such a weird visual.
The overseer is like, very well. Are you sure he is not a security risk to the base?
Actually, I take his helmet. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Look at his interface for a while.
The knight, the overseer is like, okay. He takes the helmet.
No, I take the helmet. I try to see if the interface is still relaying all the normal information.
Oh, disconnected now.
Oh, disconnected already?
Mhm.
Okay. Apparently it's already been disconnected. It's fine.
And if we have that technology, could we just reverse it to find out more of them?
That's actually a very good idea. I did thought of bringing one, but Lorelei usually breaks them.
Immediately shift the blame.
Well, in her perspective, it makes sense to break things that might bring you problems.
Yeah, but
However, now that we do have some of the technology that's been disconnected from the parent, and we have a defector who has some inner workings, hopefully.
He gives you a slight nod, but he doesn't look so sure of himself.
It's a little bit is still something. At least we can know how your system works, what the breakdown, what the hierarchy is.
since if I can speak, since we have a fully functionally not cracked in any way, shape, or form, although it's been disconnected, helmet, I may able to find a way to if I may able to track the ship that we are looking for. If
The
that is
overseer gives you a nod. Very well. Pursue this line of thinking, and if it bears any fruit, let me know.
understood.
He gives you a nod, it's like, Very well then. Is there any other information you wish to share to me?
Out of character, do we have any other information?
Well,
Did Lorelai
there-
find anything?
Lorelai found some weapons. Lorelai found some weapons. I distinctly remember her saying that she's gonna take some stuff off the conveyor belt.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
So I'll describe what you get later. Is she here?
she was talking in the roll 20. She's muted here.
Oh, she is, yes.
She okay.
She
Does
is, okay.
Lorelai want to bring up something? Anything? Like,
Or just dump a whole bunch of weapons in your on your person.
she's next.
You can talk now. You can talk now.
Sure that. Oh, the weapons? We comically
Yeah,
see a whole
okay.
bunch of weapons.
Yeah, she gathered as many weapons as she can, and then she just bolt for the lift just now.
You know that I have this thing over here.
Yeah, but you seem too busy with it just now, so I just grabbed whatever I could,
You-
and then she just dumps it on the table.
No, this is good. This is good.
So you see a collection of quote unquote weapons on the table. Let me grab a few pictures for you.
Okie doke.
And if I
Alright.
see anything that is not weapon and is actually just hands and legs, I'll be like, God.
There was supposed to be one spider leg, but she kept that in her bag.
Okay,
Don't
it's
think
actually a
Her
weapon. Okay,
snack.
Yes,
it's actually a
like that.
weapon.
I'm gonna Radira's
Ooh, a
gonna just
rifle.
casually ask while this is on the table. Mostly to the computer, to the AI. Custodian, there was mention that there was one last survivor of a nomadic tribe.
Oh yes. She gives you a sight. I didn't believe she was part of the nomadic tribe though.
She,
Yes, she.
the owner
Sure-
of this,
Sorry, what?
the
And
owner
then,
of the wristwatch thingy, the
Oh yes, she was wearing that.
slap band. Do we know who she is? And sorry, I'm relatively new. I just read up on Estebanians. They're not Estebanians, right? I mean, they
Esteban-
did
no,
die.
of course not. Of course not.
Okay.
They
Right.
were not Estebanians. They were a different tribe. I don't quite remember the name, but they resembled. You see a spectral arrow pointing at Frisk. Him.
I thought there's no more than
Gnomes?
us. That's actually
No.
Right.
Resemble him as in. By you I
Small.
mean your race. Yeah.
Gnomes?
no
Yes.
outside of the dome.
So yes, they have existed here for quite a number of centuries actually.
Oh, that's unfortunate. What about the lady that you were talking about?
It's unfortunate.
They unfortunately took the lady away. They took half their forces out of the base, and after that, I'm not too certain.
Is she a gnome as well?
Sorry?
Is she a gnome as well?
No, she's not. She's human.
So okay, out of character, the gnomish tribe had one guy who is still alive that's taken away, and there's another lady that was also taken away.
No. The survivor is the lady.
The lady.
There's no
okay, so
survivor.
there's no gnomish survivor. Okay.
So I'm going to assume that it's a kid. If
Wait,
it's
what?
not a gnome.
No. The lady is not. The lady's a
No,
lady.
it's not. It's not
the,
no.
Oh, the gnome is the
The entire gnomish
tribe.
tribe is dead.
But the lady is not. That is being kept
Yes,
and
interrogated.
taken away. Yeah.
She looks at you. It's like, I actually do have the security log footage if you would like to see it.
That would be brilliant.
All right.
So-
Give me.
Okay, I'm switching to Frizz for this.
All right, hang on. Let me just get the last weapon that you picked up. That Lorelai picked up, I should say. Ah, yeah, this one too blurry. Gun. Can you like?
Why all of them are two-handed? Any one-handed weapon?
You actually see that none of them. In the technical sense, they aren't really weapons. They're more spellcasting focuses.
Oh well.
Well, one of them is a weapon.
Okay.
You see, the last one is a weapon.
Okay. Energy weapon. Right. Gotcha.
Ooh. Hey. Isn't this like a Halo thing?
It is
It is
all
a Halo.
a Halo.
Oh, I only recognize the last one.
It's
I
fine.
just
it's fine.
didn't say anything because it is Halo weapon. I'm just like, a rifle.
It's a pretty cool weapon.
All right, so you see, whatchamacallit? You see, the custodian start to become a projector for a moment and just plays a video on the screen.
Mhm.
And you see 3 gnomes and what appears to be a human in very different armor than the traditional human, though. She's wielding what appears to be a divide rifle, but almost 2 times as long. Her outfit is completely black. Even her armor plating is black in color. The gnomes are how you expect gnomes to look like. Okay, I don't know how to describe.
But okay, but this is just like for priest. Is it a forest gnome or a rock gnome? I'm gonna assume
Forest.
forest gnome. Yeah. Okay.
Forest gnomes. All right, so the lady you see is, let me grab the picture for you. Tada, this lady.
Not loading. Okay, I see that.
Uh-huh.
logo.
Divide armor and
I-
stuff, right?
So I'm assuming that what her wrist is wearing is what we got, but
No,
different
it's
looking.
not that. It's not that.
Okay.
It's something else. I'll explain after the session, but yes.
Okay.
You see that.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
She's wearing divide armor. She has
She's not. She's not wearing divide armor.
she just
I'm
has
just saying,
a divide gun.
she looks like she's holding a weapon made by the divide, but it's 2 times longer.
Is it anything like what's her name's rifle?
A bit. It's like what's her? Yeah, the
The
I forgot her name,
sniper.
so the sniper.
The sniper.
It
What's
is
her name?
basically a sniper.
Florette? No.
No, it's
No,
not
Lena.
Florette.
Lena.
Lena, yeah, it looks like Lena's weapon, but it's even longer than Lena's weapon. Okay, so you see them entering the base, and you see them pause suddenly as you can see them start to converse with the custodian. And yeah, over like the couple of days, they just take shelter inside the base. They take care not to go into the sarcophagus room, and they just dry up and set up a small base camp. But after a few days, the Divide soldiers arrive and they start a fight. The gnomes are overpowered instantly, but they are not killed first. But the lady is still fighting. Her weapon seems to be quite powerful as it manages to take down a heavily armored Divide soldier with 1 shot. However, soon afterwards, another soldier rams her into the server panel. And yeah, you can see the image distort quite significantly, but you can still hear audio. You can still, after that, after everyone's knocked out and taken into custody, everyone is lined up together. And yeah, you see the Divide officer looks at his men and he instructs them, all right, take this one back to the airship, kill the others. And you see one of the other soldiers start to object as he starts to pointing out that the 3 gnomes were unarmed, they were civilians. And he starts going a long rant about how they joined the Divide not to become executioners but soldiers, and tells the rest of the men to basically ignore the officer and just bring the other 4 into custody. However, the officer turns around and taps him on the shoulder. Said soldier turns around and looks at the officer. The officer looks at him in the eye and says, "Do you want to know why they put me in charge?" And you can see the soldier slightly shrug and mutter, "I don't even care." And the officer replies with, "That's because I know I'm willing to do what needs to be done." And he pulls a pistol and shoots the soldier straight in the face. As he casually reloads his pistol, he looks at the other soldiers and says out in a pretty clear yet threatening tone, "Good soldiers follow orders. Finish the mission," as he steps behind the ranks of soldiers who begrudgingly raised their weapons and killed the 3 halflings before taking the lady out of the facility. And the video feed cuts off.
I would like to make an insight check on Marcus, see how pained he is.
Oh, he
from
looks
seeing
very
this.
pained. You don't have to. You don't have to roll insight for that. There's open disgust playing on his face when he saw the execution of his friends and the 3 unarmed civilians.
I nod, thinking to
I'm
myself,
going-
made the right choice. Good job.
Okay. You make the out of character. You make the right choice because you will not suffer the fate of all of the rest of your squad mates being hit metal by me.
He looks at you, he's like, "Yeah, I'm not
That is out of
big
character.
on that."
Yeah. That is out of character. But
I
okay, in character, Frisk is going to say, I'm going to assume there are still some of you believe in the code of honor that you guys had. Am I right? Or is
He
that the last of
gives
you guys?
he gives you a nod, but I'm not too sure who they are. Again, most of the command structure rules by fear, not command.
I will keep an eye out.
It's all right. We'll have a conversation about hierarchy and stuff later. I'm sure you'll be an absolutely important point of information, definitely. In the meantime, I'm sorry to get distracted, but this is amazing. I look at the hole and the table. Like, I've never seen any weapon like this.
The Knight of Atara looks at you, is like, well, they are weapons in their own right, but they aren't the traditional weapons. They can't output spells on their own. They require a spell cut. They are just there's just spell focuses. That, however, he points towards the energy sword. That is a weapon.
I'm looking at the energy sword because it's pretty. I probably can't use
Fair
it,
enough.
but you know.
All right.
Probably
And
can.
I'm giving like, you know, Lorelai, this is really good haul. You do good job.
Alright, so if you guys wish to use the spellcasting focuses, you guys would get a +2 to the spell attack and spell damage. And for the sword, it's a sword that can be deactivated, so it doesn't look like a weapon when it's off.
What? Okay, what is it? Is it considered a long sword? A short
for the-
sword?
For the sake of giving Lorelai a slightly better weapon, I'm gonna call it a rapier.
Okay. Sounds good.
Understood.
Like a +2 for attack looks good then. But it's so not.
It's weird. It doesn't look like anything you carry.
It's so not aesthetic.
What do you mean? They're so cool looking.
For a professor?
I don't
Like-
know.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Also, one thing, Lorelai, give me back my damn dagger.
She's fine being weird. Nope, was
Okay.
fair. Job well done.
Okay, if you say so, Freeze snaps his finger, and then you see that the power that was on the glove goes off.
Oh dear me.
Nope, that is just a useless dagger now.
Still
It's not
good.
even a plus. It's not even a +1.
right.
No, that yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna look at the overseer, and then I'm gonna ask. Well, I don't know what we're going to be doing from now on. It seems that whatever they're trying to do is going faster.
Sorry, can you say that again?
I don't know what our next point of interest is, because whatever they're doing, the divide seems to be. They seem to know what they're doing. which is bad for us.
The officer gives you a nod. He's like, yes, we are running some interference, but things are not going exactly as planned.
Well, we have a divide soldier. We have the AI. We have
She gives
some
you an offer.
information.
He gives you an outside. Very well. Feel free to experiment along this line of thinking. If this bears fruit, do let me know. In the meantime, I have other matters to attend to. As he gives you a parting nod, and both him and the Knight Trenches leave the room, leaving you to your own devices. So, you guys, okay, this is essentially RP now. You guys have more downtime now.
Yeah, downtime.
Alright, so first things first, you get your new armor.
Okay.
You get plate mail that actually fits you.
Ooh. Ooh, now I have actual ACs.
I'm gonna do a quick. Well, I say quick. It's 10 minutes. I'm gonna do a 10-minute identify on the sword, the rapier item.
Mm-hmm. It is a +2 weapon. It has the ability to become nondescript looking by switching off the energy blades. And it does not require attunement. Alright, is there anything?
Okay, this happens in 10 minutes. I pick it up, and then I go to Lorelei, and then I go, this might be something that you would be able to use. Also, give back the dagger. Don't be such a child.
Gracias, no.
I'm gonna take another set of mechanical, well, not really mechanical, like skeletal metal gloves that I did for my my returning dagger, and slap it on my hand. I use my mage hand and touch the dagger, and then return the dagger to my hands.
The invisible mage hand already beat your mage hand.
Yeah, but you slap it off. As long as I touch it,
Okay,
I can
then-
return it back.
Then invisible mage hand takes your new skeletal glove.
Skeletal
It's
glove.
slapped on my hands. What are you going to take it off for? Is it already on my hand?
Before you put it
I
on.
don't give the rapier yet, and I'm like, Lorelei,
No,
what
I
is wrong
already
with
said
you?
gracias.
No, it's not with you.
Actually,
What is wrong with
actually,
you, Lorelei?
Oh,
if you want the dagger, I can take the rapier. I can even make this a better rapier.
Okay, fine. Take the dagger. Give me the rapier.
so
Shiny.
easily persuaded. Oh yes, one bad thing about this rapier is it's light.
Light is
Damn
good.
it.
I mean,
Okay,
she can
give me
turn it
back-
off.
Give me back that dagger.
No, I mean, it's pretty cool. You turn it off, and then you turn it back on when it's like a lightsaber. You just turn it on when you're stabbing someone, so it's like, surprise.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Illuminate.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so you have that now, which can act as 5 feet bright light, 10 feet dim light.
What about the guns?
The guns are all spell casting focuses, so you all get +2 to attack rolls and damage rolls with it.
So we get
So
one
does
each?
it have to be like
So it's like a wand.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's
So
essentially
does
a
it have
wand.
to be a spell that requires you to do an attack roll, or just anything, just like a fireball?
Fireballs meanings like if you cast fireball with that particular weapon, your spell DC increases by +2.
Oh,
Okay, I chopped the number 3 gun. It looks pretty.
The number
Can
3
you-
gun.
Can
Yeah.
match
The
my
number 3
sword,
gun
can
is
match my
the-
rapier.
okay.
Sniper rifle.
Yes. That works.
Well, I guess I'll choke the second one. Then I am casting
No,
spells. in
because
some
you took the dagger back, I chop all.
you choke. Fine.
It's pretty big. I'd like to see you carry it, but okay.
I'll tie it all to myself just for being petty.
Encumbered, but okay.
Yeah,
I
you
don't take any
you
because
get
it's not aesthetic. Let's
Okay.
made it pretty ugly.
First, I'll give you back my dagger. I mean, I'll give you back, my dagger.
It's not your
You give
dagger.
me, you paid me with that dagger, so now you have to pay me with
First of all, that is I said as well borrowed. I never paid you anything. You get your own raise.
Too bad you
Second of
didn't pay
all,
me, so that's payment. You
I'm
want
just
the
gonna
dagger, you
teleport the
must
dagger
give me.
back to my
I'm gonna
handle.
look at both of them and I go, Lorelai, I know you're being petty, but if you want to keep receiving, arrows and stuff,
His
you have
arrows
to.
are useless. They barely hit.
I think that is a you problem more than the arrows.
No, no,
But
no, no.
but
I'm a
if you
good
wish
shooter.
to do so, that's fine. I really don't care.
Okay, Lorelai then takes the rapier and takes the gun, and then she chops one more gun,
I was
and
going to make more arrows for you, but
okay,
okay.
fine. I unchop one
No,
gun.
no,
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 no.
no,
You
no.
already
It's
said.
yours. It's
No, no. You
yours.
already said it. You
No,
already
no,
said
no,
it.
no,
It's
no.
yours.
I
No, no.
unchop
It's yours.
already.
I'm
No,
leaving
no.
them to
I saw.
this, and I'm
Yeah,
going to go talk to the AI.
you already.
Oh, DM. By the way, is Sylvan back yet?
Uh, not right now, but within the what's it called? Within the what's the thing called again? I'm losing my mind here. Within the what is the word called again? The rest period, or whatever the hell it was called.
Yep, yep.
The
he will come
downtime.
back.
Within the downtime, he'll come
Right.
back. Yes.
Okay, okay, I can. All right.
All right.
So, you want to talk to DM, right, Udira? Okay,
No,
fine.
no, no, no.
I
It's
will.
background, like filler talk.
Okay,
Go
I will
ahead.
continue to. I will continue to haggle for the dagger and all the guns. Frisk, which gun do you want? Tell me. What is your deepest desire?
Yeah, Freeze is not talking.
And they call me petty.
You are
Okay.
the one who doesn't want an arrow anymore. That's fine.
Okay, well, I tell you what, let us trade, she says. And then she hands over the dagger and all the guns except for the gun she wants. And she said,
You,
instead of
you,
arrows,
be- be-
do
before
me
you
a
continue,
favor. Yes.
do remember, no one is making arrows for you in this facility, even the normal one. If you run out, that's all up to you.
Lorelai then assumes that Frisk is being petty, and so she says, now, tiny person, come, let's make a deal, she says.
No, no, it's yours. No deal has been made since you really want this dagger.
Well, I don't want it anymore, so you can have it, she says.
No, it's already in my pocket. Yeah, of course you don't want it,
I
but
don't want it. It doesn't suit my new rapier, so unless you can make it shiny like blue, then I'll want it. But now I don't really want it anymore, she says.
and they said the gnome's supposed to be picky.
Well, fine. Lorelai will continue with her downtime, persuading Frisk to make crossbow bolts instead of weird command arrows. Yes, she says, please come up with a better command. I mean, it's very awkward to yell "flame on" while I'm trying to attack
Flame
someone
on.
in stealth.
Okay, so what downtime? Like we have
I mean, the
downtime now,
coming
or
down,
is it like next
the
session?
coming
Then we go?
downtime lah.
Oh,
The
okay.
coming one lah. Between now and the next session, there'll be a downtime, right? Yeah.
Out of
Pretty much,
character,
yeah.
you just shit talk Frisk, and then you ask him to make you more arrows.
Out of character, yes.
Wow, tebalnya
Yeah.
muka.
And now
Yes,
out of
thick
character, you
skin.
understand. Now out of character, you understand why Freeze and not Freeze doesn't want to make her arrows. Not just one, both of them.
Out of character, Lorelai is very petty, yes, and she's also very thick-faced, yes. But above all, she's not actually afraid to ask for help, so she's going to ask for help anyway.
So yeah, okay. So what are we doing now besides we gave all the
You
information
guys,
to
okay,
Knight of Altara already, right?
Mm.
What we have gathered.
pretty much. So you guys currently have downtime to do whatever you want.
Mhm.
However, you also have basically you guys just entered an open world quest where you are tasked with following this line of thinking and then figuring out what you want to do from there.
I do have a line of thinking. Wait.
Mm.
Is the plate mail that I have been given, is it a magical +1 plate mail or just plate mail?
Normal for now, but they have given the option to install mana. They have installed several slots so you can put in some right knight crystals if you wish to cast spells from your armor.
From my armor. I have
Basically,
two hands, yeah.
yeah, basically what they have done is like on your chest, what is the part that's opposite the palm?
The back of your
the-
hand?
you mean
back
The
hand?
back of my
Yep.
hand, yeah. The
So
back
it's
of your
the
hand.
Gauntlet? The gauntlet?
No, that's not a
Gauntlet.
gauntlet. Gauntlet is like the whole thing, ma. It's just that
Mhm.
part only.
Oh,
Just the
okay,
back
okay.
part of your hand, the metal part at the back part of your hand. They've also added slots for right knight crystals there, and 3 on your back, which are quite obvious.
Are you trying to make me into armorer?
No, I'm not. But if you look around at the other knights of Altara, you notice that most of them also have right knight crystals on their armor.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's pretty good.
I thought you're slowly making me into an armor.
No. I'm just following the knife Altara setting. I swear.
Okay,
So very
okay.
small armor.
It's a very small armor, yes.
But
But yes,
based
Pretty
on the
cool.
size of the socket, I don't think I can cast any strong spells if I use the armor just because I'm small. The slot is small.
yeah, unfortunately you'll be limited to one spells.
Yeah.
I mean, that's an
well,
extra
I-
spell. Take it.
Yeah, well, I'm a half caster, so I'm gonna take it, of course.
I just imagine you like walking around the area later picking right knight crystals like, alright, I'm gonna take this.
I'm take this. Oh, a bigger one.
A bigger one.
But
Alright,
can
so-
you carry it?
Yes, I can because I have bag of holding.
Just stuff it
Right.
into the bag of holding. I'm waiting for the day where you guys finally create a bag of holding nuclear bomb.
I already thought of that, but
Yeah, you
everybody
did.
said
You
no.
mentioned
That
it.
is
Yeah.
that is really good, but in like the last worst case scenario,
Worst comes to worst, like goodbye,
like
bitch.
what guaranteed TPK then you use.
Yeah, like you know what? Have you heard of a black hole theory? Here you go.
The black hole theory. Oh my
Okay.
god.
Is there like a notice board of things to be done, or are we free to just follow tangents? Because
You
Udira
are-
is going to follow Frisk's train of thought because she doesn't have her own idea at the moment of where to go.
What is the common train of thought right now?
Okay, so if we are following my train of thought right now is that since we get functionally not dent yeah, well, out of character, not dent by Lorelei in some way, shape, or form, polished helmet that has indication relay mayhaps maybe perhaps relay back to where their original location, the ships they are from, because they have a command console that give them information, missions, and whatnot, objectives.
Okay. Since you're doing that,
So I'm
uh-huh.
yeah I'm my train of thought is I also from what Uhira has said, and that's why I gained that idea from to reverse engineering, see if I can track the signal back to them and find where's their ship, since the Knight of Altara is looking for those ships as well. And
Why
if
aren't
we
we
find
looking for our ship?
no, because our ship is also being chased by, I do not know which one of their ship, but if we can find one of their ship, we can find the rest of them.
Yeah, but I mean, with the same train of thought that you're having right now, couldn't you
Mhm.
program it to find the original ship, the
the-
one that we're going to
You
ultimately?
mean our ship? Our
Yeah,
ship?
our
The one-
ship.
from
That
the
we're
train
going
of thought,
to.
from the
Yep,
train of
yep.
thought and Free's idea is that the reason because he didn't say that, think that, or thought of that is because if you reverse engineering, you only track where it is relaying from. So you cannot track
Right.
the others. You only can track one individual ship. So that's why I said if we can track one ship, we can use that one ship to track the rest of the ship. Or if any of the ship is chasing a different ship that is not theirs, then we know our ship is there.
Okay.
Right.
How long does it take for you to reverse
don't know.
engineer this?
I don't know. This is a new idea, and
So
it
this-
may
this
fail.
Uh-huh.
So this would determine based on how well you roll a percentile dice. So, Chris,
Hmm? Do
roll
you
a
want me?
percentile, please.
Okay.
Also,
D100.
while you guys are walking around the base, you see a Republic of Image Knight of Altara come out of a portal,
Republic of Image.
and he looks
Ah!
a
Oh!
Republic of Image soldier.
Okay, okay. I see this.
This is not even okay. This is not the regular Republic of Image soldier. This is one of the. Okay, this is more world building because I might have forgotten to insert this piece of lore. The Republic of Image has a very small, what is the word called? A very small army. A very small.
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know what's the
Group?
word of it.
Oh,
No, not a group.
Uh-huh.
No. A very small, like it is an
Militia?
army. Yes. No, it's not
Strike,
militia. It's
strike
no,
force.
it's a no. It's an army. It's an army, but it's composed solely of people from the Republic of Image.
Okay.
Okay, they have that army, but that is not the main force that protects them. The Republic of Image employs a company called Gilgamesh Bioinformatics to supply them with an army's worth of biological clones to defend their country.
Okay.
That sounds like a goddamn Clone War incident to happen.
In any case, you see this Republic of Image soldier is obviously not of the clones, and it's quite obvious that he's part of the smaller Republic of Image's army that, you know, is autonomous to the clone army.
Can we go back to the world map?
Sure.
Yeah, I don't actually remember where is the Republic of the Age. Oh, by the way, your dynamic line is on, so we can't see anything.
Oh fuck, god damn it. Okay, hang on.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
there it is.
Republic of Image. Oh! So, where
the
I sort of come
Republic-
from.
no.
They're
Okay,
basically
okay.
my neighbors.
Pretty much, yeah. So this
well-
part. Yep.
No, I was going to say my neighbors as well, but I'm not there.
All right. So one particular thing about this soldier, he's wearing like standard armor that you expect to see, but something's different. He's carrying a very large metallic backpack.
Okay.
I look at Frisk and I'm like, what is that?
Metallic backpack, is it mechanical in any sense?
It is. You have heard of this device being prototyped by the Republic of Image, but you've never seen a live, well, like an actual one being used before. It is something known as a jetpack.
Oh, so he can fly.
Oh, I heard of it. A prototype version of what's known as a jump jet, or in spell terms, fly temporarily.
Oh no, it's not fly. It's actually quite ingenious.
Is it jump then? Is it jump?
No, it's not. What it does is,
Huh?
it is basically a backpack that produces two spells. One of which is levitation, another one is wind.
Oh. Oh, okay. Rephrase or rewind everything. A prototype that produce weirdly enough two spells. One is levitate, and the other one is wind to attempt to propel oneself.
That's
It
very
appears that it appears that to this soldier, because you can see that the jetpack he's wearing is obviously not like, it's not a prototype. It's like the final product already. From this, you can glean that the Republic of Image has started to adopt this widely.
Was this the case when we were still back under the dome?
Nope.
So basically, we wouldn't have known that it. So it's recently common. Is that it?
Yep.
Okay.
Just wanted to point this out because over the period of time, this Republic of Image soldier is going to pitch this jetpack idea to the Knights of Altara as standard equipment.
Oh no, that's gonna make everyone way worse.
What do you mean way worse?
I mean, like, right now they can't fly. Not all of them can.
Yeah.
But just think everyone that is as strong as our friend just now, able to just fan off with just one arm, relaxing, drinking a cup of tea. And
I see your point.
and able to fly to their battleship, and it's like, hey, I'm here.
Okay.
Alright, so go on.
Is this Knight of Altara? He's definitely a second or third generation, right? It's
Obviously
not like
second,
a
yes.
7 foot tall. He blends into
no.
the Imaish people.
He does, yeah.
I'm what Udira sees is somebody just appeared, looks like an Imaish guy, and she's probably wondering like, oh, they can just go home?
It's like he looks at you. It's like, yes, of course. It's like we have teleportation. We have teleporters stationed all around the realm. We can feasibly return to within the dome at a moment's notice.
Are you going back soon?
She looks at you. It's like, that depends on how well my pitch goes, but I would suppose so. Yes.
Can
I have
we
a
go
favor.
back with you?
I have
Well,
a
can
favor
I
to
go back
ask
with
you. I'm going to minor illusion the map of where I am, like where my family is, and I'm like, are you stationed anywhere near this area?
Where are you from, actually? Again, huh? Like the borders
the-
of the United States, right?
Yeah.
It's like, well, I'm not exactly stationed there, but I do pass by there every week or so.
I just have a letter from my parents.
Oh, of course, I know what you need. So he holds out a hand for you to pass him the letter.
I'll get back to you on that maybe tonight.
It's like, oh, sure, of course. You can find me hopefully outside the overseer's office.
I give him the biggest smile, and then with his hand out that was supposed to receive the letter, he gets like a very vigorous handshake instead. Thank you.
He gives you a nod as well. As you are like shaking his hand, right? You shake a bit too vigorously, and his weapon comes off his shoulder.
Sorry.
You
with my
see- okay,
with my
hang
shit
on.
strength, sure.
All right. One more thing though. You see that do you want to know what's his strength score?
Not as
Very
bad as
low.
mine.
His strength score is 4.
Oh my
What?
god.
Worse than you?
Yeah, that's worse than. Yeah, okay, that tracks. Shake.
All right. So you shake a bit too hard that his weapon comes off his shoulder.
Oh my
And
god,
you
I'm so
see-
sorry.
And you see a very interesting weapon. You see. I need to grab a photo.
Am I here to see all?
Yeah,
this
you're next to me.
finesse?
Because I did ask you,
shenanigans?
like, what is that? What
Oh, yeah.
backpack?
Oh right, I did explain you. Yeah. God.
Okay, so you see this weapon. Let me just not post it into the wrong channel. I was on a different Discord server. This thing fall to the ground, painted black.
Really?
Okay.
Really?
I
We
see
have
that.
now.
We have guns. Like
Why
proper
do
guns.
we have so many different games?
I don't know what that is.
How long were we gone?
Oh no, this is quite common.
Oh, okay.
At least in the image anyway. It is a
I can say out of character what it is because it's really common, right?
yes, it's very common.
Do they actually has a less gun already? Let's.
Yes. Basically, the principle behind this weapon is that it is a scorching ray rune that is powered by a Right Knight crystal.
Cool.
Huh. Okay. Interesting.
I'm going
So,
to
yes.
sort of like be super apologetic and help him get the gun back. I'm so sorry. Usually
roll me
I'm the weak one.
roll me a- Roll me a dexterity check. I want to see if you accidentally triggered the gun or not.
Oh no! No, straight
Trying
dex
to- I
or
was
save.
going.
Dex or save.
Dex save, why not?
Okay.
I was going to help.
Eh.
Okay, the gun goes off. You hear a loud pew as the laser hot ray of the weapon ignites and accidentally shoots a portrait on the wall of some random knight.
I
You
duck.
can see, you see all the first generation knights look at you like,
I'm ducking. I'm like, oh shit!
Breeze is going to say, safety trigger, safety trigger, safety trigger.
I've never seen that in my life. What is that? I mean, I know it's
Oh,
a
that-
gun.
that's a last rifle.
I think
looks here,
Breeze
it's like-
would have heard before, right?
Yeah, these things are quite common. They are
Okay.
especially used by people who can't use spells on their own. It's basically the Republic Imatia's version of the Right Knight rifles.
Okay.
Okay.
Goodness.
With that out of the way, he's like, right, he looks over, it's like, sorry, find me tonight, yeah? And he quickly grabs his things and just fucking GTFOs on the roof.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm with you, by the way, and I'll see you tonight, I guess.
All the first generation knights are like, god damn it.
I look at the first generation knight with that face of.
Pure resentment.
Mm.
You know that all of their infantry use that.
I'm a civilian. I don't know
I,
what
I
any
know,
of these is.
I know. I mean, like, I'm just surprised that whatever his job is, he has one.
I don't know. I don't know how things work. I've never been in a military.
It doesn't look like a military. Do you see how scrawny he is? No offense to myself.
Well,
Alright.
Yep.
The way the Republic of Image, the regular army fights, is they use their technological superiority to negate the need to have strong soldiers, basically. So for them, it's like, yeah, it's like the philosophy that the Herbian Kingdom Rangers use. Instead of using brawn, might, and whatnot, they just use technology like Right Knight guns and whatnot.
okay.
So it's not
Oh.
uncommon to see that kind of person in the army, at least for the image anyway.
Okay. Actually, I do want to ask, since you touch it while we are walking back to my, not actually mine, but the forge that I work at. You know, while we are walking, I do want to ask, since you touch it, is that thing light?
Is that thing light? Yeah.
With your strength score, you can easily carry it, so yes, it is light.
Extremely. Which was surprising, considering. So, is Marcus. What do we do with Marcus?
Okay,
Marcus is just like, what is happening here?
okay, Marcus. Since I do need what you are equipping, can you come?
You know what? We
with me, Paula.
have a place that we're staying, and I'm sure we have another bed for you in the meantime. It would be best, I think.
Okay. He's like, sure.
Until we figure out where they want to put you, and
Because the thing is, we can't just give you back to the divide. That's gonna kill you.
yeah, and we can't really let you wander around if they don't
The wa-
trust you. Yeah.
And the wild will kill you.
He's like, okay, I guess I'll stay in your room then.
Then
Right. Let's just convene in the room now.
Okay.
Right. He gives you a nod. It's like, very well. Where is your room?
We walk to the room.
Yeah.
All right, sure. So as you walk to the room, Marcus is like, why are there so many people from different countries here?
This is
Is that, is that a Yanari States druid?
Yes, it is.
Look, where we are is just think of this as some sort of nexus for good people going against your people. I hate to say it, but
I don't know how I feel about that, but sure.
Which-
based on
which-
how based on
he's saying.
how you based on how shaken you are right now, I don't want to give you a bigger picture to see at the moment because I don't think you can take the picture. So just let's say for the greater good.
I guess
Okay.
we can give you a more solid explanation. I mean, you already heard what we were talking about with the AI and everybody else in the debrief anyway, so we can expand upon it tomorrow perhaps when we've all rested. You probably have a lot of PTSD.
He's like, all right, sure.
Look,
Where do?
well,
Yes.
technically we're as well. I'm not sure, but these are two. But I'm probably as confused as you are. So let's just take it as we're helping each other.
Okay, sure. I can work with that. I think. He gives you like a tight nod. That he's like, obviously, like thinking his life choices, like what got him here.
I give that face of like subtext, dude. I get it, but at least you didn't die.
Okay, I'm just I'm just gonna since we are in the same page right now, I'm just going to come out and say that I was a rebellion. Hope you don't kill me right now.
He looks at you. It's like, oh yes, we are aware. Like there was a rebellion, but we didn't expect it to be this widespread.
Oh no, it's way worse.
Wait, just
What?
letting you know, this entire outfit is not the rebellion. He is part of it, but this
Yeah,
this
it's
entire
like
thing.
this. He like for a couple of seconds, like everyone here is part of the rebellion.
No. That's not it. We're fighting a bigger problem, which I 100% will tell you tomorrow morning when we've rested, so you don't get some sort of like you don't go on the fritz.
I was like, he's looking at you. It's like, I suppose. He's like, okay.
Look, why don't I make you some tea?
Sure. I guess your answer is start having tea. Okay. Until you guys can tell me like what you wish to do, I'll let you all decide what you want to do next week. You
Okay.
guys get 2 weeks of downtime again.
Nice. Okay, for the first week, I'm going to take Frisk's lead on what to do next. But in the interim, Udira's going to do like a psych eval on this Marcus guy
Oh, psych eval. Okay.
because
Sure.
she's not sure that he's not a double agent or anything.
Okay. Sure.
But on the not really on the sly, but she's asking like leading questions. She's showing him pictures of the thing that we fought in the underground, the spider face things.
Oh, you mean the what you call the swarm infested?
Yeah, the infestation.
Right, soldier.
Because she
Yeah.
wants to see reaction. She wants to know more about the hierarchy of what he was, that kind of thing. Because clearly he was very disturbed by the fact that some guy got shot in the face for disobeying orders. So he's good. We just want to know how
Oh.
good.
How good? Okay. Fair enough.
And we want to know how much he knows.
That's fair. Yeah.
Because as far as I'm concerned, throughout the whole ordeal in the facility, he couldn't read, or was it somebody else?
I mean, he doesn't understand what power is. That's all. He can read.
Yeah, he doesn't
It's-
understand what my artificial terms are.
Oh, okay. So his level of education is like form
Civilian, I would
3,
say civilian.
form
I would
5.
say civilian.
Okay, 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 okay. Okay, I'm gonna turn to while making tea. I'm going to turn to Lorelai and I'm like, "Do you want some tea?
You got anything stronger?
Coffee?"
Uh,
But I don't know if they carry alcohol here, to be honest.
right. Yeah, yeah. Coffee it is then. Thank you.
Double, triple shot
Stronger.
espresso. Let's go. Um, what do you think we should do? Like we have all of this going on. I have nary a thread to pull.
Wait. Udira's asking Lorelai.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Um, Lorelai plays around with a dagger, not Frisk's dagger. She has a dagger of her own. And then she says, I don't know about you, but I do have I do tend to take myself a little more lightly while I have the chance, she says. We we very rarely get our time to ourselves, so I just want some me time.
Yes, that's fine. I meant after.
Oh, well,
Like threads
I
to
go
pull
where the
and
road
things.
takes me, she says.
Well, so far we know what you're really good at, which is nicking things, which I'll honestly leave it up to you.
Making things.
Nicking things.
Nicking. Well, unfortunately, I haven't seen many people I can nick from, so perhaps my need here is not so high. I'll see if the guy can actually take me back under the dome, she says.
It's like, oh, what would you like to do there, actually?
Nick things.
My God, you gotta get the Knights of a Tower to teleport you inside the zone just to steal stuff. Okay.
I was
it to them?
thinking of putting your abilities to better use.
I doubt I have actually
Actually,
any
it's
abilities here,
okay.
she says.
Out of character. Am
Mhm.
I in the same room as you guys right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean we're making coffee.
So
corner.
so Frizz is kind of says like, "Ac- actually, about your ability of taking things, since our friend Marcus is here, learn a little bit from him. I might able to put you into their ranks, and you might be able to nick from them.
Lorelai says, you see, my little friend, this is where you lose me. I am exactly who I am, and I don't intend to be someone else.
You already tried to, while we are trying to
Hold on,
get
hold
into
on.
the base.
I'm going to disappear into a room, and
Mm-hmm.
then like a few seconds later, I come out looking exactly like Lorelai.
Oh my gosh. Why? And then she goes, oh, very funny, Udira.
I shrug and pass you a coffee. You know what
She
you're
takes
good at, and I sound exactly like you as well.
she takes the coffee and I says, yes, I know, I'm good at looking good. Boy, do I look good. She looks at you.
Well,
I mean, like during our uh what called the base invasion, well, invasion, quote unquote. You did look like one of them. You be one of them. You even discern like one of them. So
Lorelai points to Udira. Yes, and it's nothing Miss Udira here can't do.
well, I
I'm
can't
going to.
really, not that fast. I'm not an infiltration expert, which
Right.
clearly you seem to be.
Hmm. Very well. If the road takes me to infiltrate, then I shall infiltrate.
But the reason why I want to say learn from Mark over here is
Mm-hmm.
because maybe there are ranks that we don't know that is not shown by the what called interface that you can choose for your advantage.
Lorelai then looks to Marcus. She then whispers to the both of them and goes, have you seen how he is? I do not want to turn out that wimpy though.
Did you just call Marcus wimpy?
Yes, I
You do
did.
realize that this man has a strength score of 22, right?
Yeah, but basically all he's been
I look
doing
at
is
her.
like,
Okay, do you
I look
remember
at her
that
and I'm
he
like, I'm
is-
not sure that you understand what empathy is. If you think that's wimpy, I
and
actually find
okay,
it quite attractive.
and
she looks
one
at
thing.
Udira with disbelief. She goes, "You find that
Okay, and what
attractive?"
and one more.
I find a sense of humanity and empathy very attractive.
I don't know
And one
about
more
you, but
thing.
I don't see all that. I see someone who's been shrugging and bashing for no reason for the past half hour, she says.
I mean, considering you've just been really passive aggressive the entire time, I think it's a
And you-
coping mechanism.
I mean, you have
She
to understand
shrugs.
that he has seen like his entire squad single-handedly wiped out by a first-generation knight of Altara.
Yeah.
So
If
he's
it's
just
just
been
like
there like,
But then
deadly
Lorelai
times
is drow.
PTSD.
As you guys know, she's drow, and to her, of course, there's empathy, but then to her, it's
Ah.
death is death, you know? So she doesn't understand his concept of empathy,
Okay, okay.
and she doesn't.
She's gonna look
Yeah,
at you
she-
and go, so a nihilist then?
What?
And
A nihilist?
Who?
You?
Oh, no, I'm just a realist, she says.
Like,
oh, risky.
this is very interesting. I'm gonna go back into the room and change into myself again.
you do realize that he is part of the heavy division squad, right?
Sorry, I
From the-
forgot. I'm still holding onto your coffee. There's a triple shot. I hope it's strong
Yeah.
enough.
Oh no, she took it. She did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then she's just been sipping a coffee while she looks at Frisk, and she's like, "I don't know what you want from me, little person. If you want me to pretend to be sad, very well, I shall."
It's not learn. Okay, you misunderstand the learning part. Learn doesn't have to be like if I
Yes.
say learn from me doesn't mean to be be like him, be stuttering, good smart brick brains. I can build weapons.
I put a hand on Frisk's shoulder, like, chill out, bro.
And then Lorelai just sips at her coffee peacefully, looking around, and she goes, "Listen, people, I am here on what do you call that? Hang on. I am here because I am told to be here. And if you believe that I must in order for me to be here, I am supposed to be this person or well, climb up his ranks, then by all means, sure, send me there and I shall do it."
No, you're here on whatever orders or your own accord. Well, what I'm honestly trying to do is trying to make sure that everybody is synergistic with each other.
Oh, she looks to Udira and she says, now, we all know that I have never been synergistic in any way."
Exactly. I'm assuming you don't
I'm
know what that
afraid-
means, but sure.
She then continues to say that, "Listen, if there were a way for you to let me climb their ranks and infiltrate them, by all means I will do this, but I doubt that you might want to have anything to do with me once I'm done," she says.
I honestly don't know what that means or what you plan to employ, but whatever works with you, that would. I honestly don't know what we're doing here anymore, aside from the fact that we have a scourge to get rid of.
I think I've
know
seen
what
enough.
I'm here.
Lorelai then says, "I think I've seen enough here. Despite what you think of me, I do have values," she says, and she looks around the room and gestures out the door, and she says, "These people, yeah, they have values that you can relate to, but unfortunately for me, it might not still be enough."
I think you might be selling yourself short, but sure.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Look,
Okay,
everybody
and
has their own idea of what values are. The question
okay.
is, what? What do they do here?
Wait, out of character, what are we trying to do right now? Are we trying to determine the next step in the story or what?
See, that's
Yeah.
completely up to
Yeah,
you.
that's
You guys
Okay.
totally
can
up.
Out of
So
character.
that's what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Out of
So
character. Udira is. She doesn't have any threads to pull so far,
Mm-hmm.
except for she wants to know whether Marcus is reliable. So she's using Frisk as a point, a pivot point. So Frisk is going to call the shots until she figures stuff out. So if he says we're going to point ABC to do 1, 2, 3, she's going to be like, okay, I'll help you.
Mm-hmm.
Which is what
Okay.
she's also asking Lorelai, like, do you have anything that you want to do?
Well, yeah, that. I mean, she did mention she wanted to go back under the dome because, out of character, she sent a message back to the dome, and as what DM mentioned just now, the person might come back, and she doesn't know what her orders are until that person comes back.
If you guys want to return back to the dome, that is also an option. You guys are not obligated to stay
Mm-hmm.
outside of the dome. You guys, okay. Right now, the Realm of Tax story is a very open-ended story. You guys can pursue many different things. But if you choose not to pursue something, it's completely fine. Things will still happen in the background with or without your interference.
Yep. I am very interested in doing the whole this quest line because it
Yeah.
seems right up her alley.
the
Um.
reason why well, out of character, my character pursuing this quest line because it is kinda connected in some way, shape, or form into his own personal, even though I didn't write it down, but he after like a few session of realization who done did this, yeah, he had technically a goal, and the divide is part of it.
Yeah. So there's
Personally,
there was actually going to be a reason to why. Okay, there is going to be a story hook for you. Oh god, I fell through the map.
Okay,
That's
wait,
not good.
wait. Is this game breaking information that we should know about?
Don't worry, I wasn't gonna say everything. I was just gonna say you're
Okay.
gonna receive it's just gonna say you're gonna receive the letter that will make you want to stay in a party more. For that, let's head on to one real quick.
Who?
Who,
Lorelai.
Oh,
Lorelai.
Lorelai, go for it.
Me,
Okay,
oh,
okay.
okay.
We're
Alright,
gonna
alright.
talk shit. Okay, Frisk.
Hmm.
What plan? I'm going to be taking like babysitting Marcus while you
Okay,
do
so-
the thinky think.
Okay, so basically, well, I rolled a 62 in the 100 percentile, so I do not know what is that correlates to anything because 100 percentile correlates to nothing until the GM says so. The higher the better, or the lower the better, type of thing. So I have no idea because
So
I'm staying.
it might be 1 week or longer than 2 weeks.
So I have no idea, but if 1 week, I was super going to assume 1 week is that I'm able to attempt to redirect flow energy to see if I can do that, but it is not connected right now, so I'm not sure if I'm able to do anything of such sort to empower the connectivity or whatnot. But I hopefully don't want to do it in the base because if anything goes wrong, they might track the base. So I
Can we can ask them if we can go back to the original place that we landed in, the one with the bones.
Wait, original place we landed?
Yeah, where I broke all the shit.
Oh.
Cry.
Oh yeah, we don't know if the swarm is there or not, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah. I would.
Maybe not.
I would like to see if I can manage to figure out stuff, and then when I attempt to do the testing and going to power it, yeah, maybe we go to that village and hope to God that it doesn't trace us instead of tracing them.
Okay, that sounds good. And then once we get the trace back,
Mm-hmm. The second week that I'm planning to do is, oh god, I don't want to make her arrows. Well, character-wise, I don't want to make her arrows.
well, you don't
But there's
have to.
nothing.
You can
Yeah,
do
but
it as a like be, you know, build rapport again.
actually, um, I have something in my mind based on what all of the things that I've seen. It's along the line of giving my armorer a cannon.
What? What?
Remember the tripod robot thingy that was being destroyed that I pull out this electric absorption shield out from?
Mm-hmm.
It has like a cannon device, all the blueprints and whatnot, right?
Think so. I only remember the
Uh,
tube where there's enlarge reduce.
yeah, and also the runes of the scorching ray, and then the thunder, lightning bolt or something like that was
Yeah,
in
yeah,
there.
yeah. The
Yeah,
scroll, lightning
I was
scroll.
yeah. So I'm thinking of making a smaller version of that, but mounted at the side or behind armor, depending. I feel like on the hand of the armor,
Mm.
and then allow him to have a cannon.
That's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
So that's my other train of thought if I'm not doing anything else. Besides that, the third train of thought is trying to figure out a way to make your what you call your cape that is not using my infusion. Build a new set of what you call mage robes for
Ah.
you.
Oh, you
That
still have
one.
to give me what the maid robe looks like, by the way.
Uh, oh,
Like what it
because I
look
was
like.
taking because I'm taking a very mundane robe. It can be color of anything because it's a mundane robe. It's just that it has magical capability of doing such that it looks really mundane. Besides that, inside it is have weird electrical, almost skeletal part that's going around the cape, and that's it. The not the cape, blah,
Okay,
the hood.
I'll give you some photos and then we can go through that so I can have it
Mm,
in my sheet.
mm.
Infusion. What else? But okay,
Uh,
after you track the signal, do
mm-hmm.
we track and go to the ship and try to bring it down?
Because the reason why I want to track the ship is because the Knights of Otara is looking for ship, not only this ship, but not only their ship, but our ship as
Yeah,
well.
they want our ship because of the person
Yeah,
that's trapped
because of
inside.
that, yeah, that reason. But because of the reason I could not actually, I might have one more item that I can check back to our ship.
I think for
I
now we put the ship in the back burner first.
no. After having that line of thinking and talking to you, I still have one item that given from them that I may able to track back to them
Okay.
if I don't accidentally destroy this item. Remember the glowing stick that I have to summon emergency knights from them?
Yes.
I still have it.
Oh. Yeah, I forgot about that.
I
Okay. Okay.
may
Okay. Okay.
able to track it. Okay.
I do think that we should hold off on that because I'm wondering if the girl that they took, the lady with the big gun, I wonder if we can get her
So the best is still to track
helmet. Yep.
the primary airship then. Not primary airship, the airship they came from.
Yeah. So either we set a
Okay.
trap or we go to them.
I feel like going loud go to them because I have no idea how do you trap this big giant ship.
No. As
I
in
would
the trap is for the big giant ship to come to us, and then we go loud instead of us going to where they are.
that in that case, yes. I was thinking of a trap, as in like put a trap on the ground when they come to us, land, and then the entire trap spring and capture that
No.
thing. It just
Us-
sounds weird.
No,
Yeah,
I
that's
think that'd be difficult because the front of the ship has the
the anti
shield.
magic, shield thingy.
I
And
remember that the shield is something like your armor that it absorbs energy. I think.
but it's thunder though. It's not lightning, so
Yeah, but it absorbs that energy.
in that case, oh boy.
I mean, it could be anti-magic also.
Yeah, it could be anti magic. You never know because they've been dealing with magic as well.
Okay. So, what we're doing is we're tracing the signal and then we're setting a trap.
And then try to attack the ship in sort of course this one we will tell all of it to the Knights of
Altara.
Altara,
Maybe
yeah.
instead of doing the trap first, we do recon first to see if she's still alive. I don't have sending.
But-
No, wait, I do have sending.
Came to say hi.
Heyo.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh shit.
And
Alright.
looks you guys are back in the game, so I'll say goodbye. Bye.
Well,
I mean,
Huh?
I mean, it's fine. Technically, this is more of a
conversation.
RP?
yeah.
RP conversation. But
Mhm.
mostly out of character planning for next phase.
I see.
Because we are mostly done. We are just talking in character because we are technically still in game, but we are basically done.
Yeah,
Oh.
Pretty much.
so the plan might be we're going to try and find the signal point and either because Udira is interested in hopefully saving the lady if she's still alive. She's gonna spend ascending to try and get her. Probably gonna fail because of interference.
Yeah, I was going to say because they have the what I call it, anti, not really anti, but the message canceling thingy.
Yeah,
The radar jamming device.
yeah.
that
She's gonna try anyway. If it's like a fuzzy signal, it's fine. She tried. We just have to figure out if that lady is still alive. And then probably make a trap for the big boat and go in heavy. I think that
Yeah.
is a possible plan that
That's a
can be
possible plan.
workshopped. Yes.
Mm. Yes, possible. I also have a secondary plan. Like, I do want to find the ship, but since after we talked to Marcus over here, I am hoping if I can grab a new group of rebellion again from the divide.
All right. Give me one quick second. There is a person that's interested in joining the Thursday session, and if you guys don't mind having another person,
Not at all.
No, I feel
This
like
okay.
I feel like
Honestly,
having four-
now would be the best time because we're not fighting anyone.
yeah. Let me just bring him. Yep. Okay, hang on.
Let's see if he's one of the people that I know.
Yeah. Let's hope he actually stays this time and not leave before I get to introduce him to the party,
Hmm.
because that was quite demoralizing.
No, it's fine. It
I'm-
happens.
I'm
I
sorry,
call it
DM.
the revolving door of players.
Maybe also
Yes.
find out what kind of player he is. I mean,
Yeah,
some
I mean-
players are
No, here's the
combat
thing.
heavy, some are RP heavy.
I know what player he is. He's a role player. He's like Frisk and Udira.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
Frisk and
role
Sharp.
players, But role players, in the sense of, banter and all is fine. But when it comes to learning, I mean, like Odira and Frisk, you guys have been on this storyline for such a long time, and you guys know it inside out. I mean,
Oh
I've
no
been
no
on
no!
it too, but then.
No,
It's
no, 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 no.
it's not an issue of that kind of stuff. It
Oh,
was just
okay.
that he believed that the campaign was progressing too slow for him
Oh,
to enjoy. That was the main concern, lah.
right.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
okay.
So this is not this game related, but it would be good to have a session 0 for everybody,
Mm-hmm.
like just to see what the campaign is about. Because I remember one of the other guys was thinking this is a hee hee haha campaign, and I was like, that's not what I thought it
Wait,
was.
who? Sorry?
The dragon guy,
One of the
dragon guy?
people that went to the Friday game.
Friday game, yeah. He thought it was a light
I think
and funny game.
it's not carpet. I think it's just
The dragon one.
Ezekiel.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a kill.
So
Okay.
that is a very big conflict of interest because it's game tone as well.
Mhm.
So some people want light and cheerful. It's still
Some
RP,
people want
but
serious.
some people want serious. So, like,
I mean,
for
okay,
for
the
some reason
way-
we've delved into somewhat serious, but
Yeah.
kind of light. Lorelai makes it lighter, which is great.
very light. Maybe too
The game,
maybe too light
that's
for my.
your.
Yeah, but yeah,
Nah,
That's-
no,
that's
we'll
my
work
name.
with it. We'll work
Yeah,
with
we-
it.
we stir. We will stir.
But
this.
as long as the new person is interested in that aspect, there's a lot of talking.
Well,
Yeah.
I think he's gonna jump into the voice channel now. So if you guys can take like a few minutes to kind of explain what you guys experienced in this campaign, that'd be great to see whether he'll mesh well with you guys or not, lah.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's also take the opportunity to
Mhm.
see everybody who might be watching next week with a new player, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yep.
So we're doing a mini session 0 without you guys. And we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.